Hey there, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be doing a more beginner-friendly yoga routine, just for those of you looking to get into yoga and just work on some basic stretches. So we're going to begin in a seated position with our legs crossed, and we're going to go through a few breathing exercises. So you're going to place your hands on your laps, close your eyes, and we're going to begin with some box breathing. So to start, we're going to breathe in through our nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then hold for 4 counts. So once you're ready, we can start breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4. And go through one more round at your own pace, counting your head. And on your final exhale, you just return to your normal breathing rhythm. Just taking note and checking in on your body. Notice any stress or tension you might be holding onto in your shoulders, in your neck. And keeping your eyes still closed, we're going to let our head fall over to the left, bring our left ear to our left shoulder. And with our right hand, we're going to extend it out to the side, just to have our fingertips just on the mat. So we feel a nice little extra stretch in the side of our neck. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take your left hand, just rest it on your head, just to pull your head just a little bit extra down to deepen the stretch. And then coming out, you can straighten your head and let it fall over to the right. And with our left hand, extended it out with our fingertips just lightly resting on the mat. And once more, you have the option to place your right hand on your head and just let it rest. And then releasing and coming back up straight. You then place both your hands onto your knees. And we're going to go through some upper body rolls. So gently leaning your body over to the left. Roll forward and rolling it to the right before leaning slightly back. And just going through this rolling motion, really feeling out your entire upper body, your back, your shoulders. As we move in the one direction, before changing over in the other. And then coming back to center, we're going to go through seated cat-cows, keeping your hands on your knees. You're going to take a breath in, lifting your chin up, and you're going to roll your shoulders back, opening your chest out. And on your exhale, bring your chin to chest as you round your back out, pushing your shoulders forward. Take another breath in to go into your seated cow. And exhale, rolling back into your cat. Just going to do 3 more rounds at your own pace. Really focusing on linking your movements with your breath. And on your last one, you can come meet me on your hands and your knees into a tabletop position. So your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. We're going to make some big circular motions over our wrist just to get our wrists nice and warm, get some blood flowing, mobility working in our wrists. And then changing over in the other direction. And then coming back to center, starting with our right leg, we're going to extend it out, straightening it up, and then gently letting it go over to the left. You're going to rest it down when you reach the point where you can look over your left shoulder and see your toes. And just holding here, feeling a nice little stretch in our side ribs. Turn our head back to center, and we can bring our right leg back next to our left. We can move on to the other side. So straightening our left leg out, and just letting it slide over to the right, to a point where we can see it over our right shoulder. As we just hold here, taking some nice even breaths. And then bring our left leg back, making sure both of our feet are tucked. We're going to start lifting our knees up, and then very gently and controlled, we're going to push our hips up, pushing back into a downward facing dog. Here in our down dog, you really want to focus on keeping your back nice and straight, head nice and loose. And we can just pedal our dog out, bending one knee at a time, bringing your one heel down. You just feel a nice little extra stretch in the backs of our legs and our calves. And then starting with our right leg, we just walk it forward, placing it between our hands as we drop our back knee. And then lifting our chest and our head up, we're going to come into a low lunge. Before raise your hands up above your head. And in a very controlled, you can just lean back, feeling a nice little stretch in your lower back. And if you want, you can let your head fall back as well. And straightening yourself back up. Then place both your hands back down onto the mat. And you're going to heel toe your right foot just to the outside of your mat. You can shift your back knee slightly back as we come into a lizard. And you have the option to either keep your back knee down, or you can tuck your back toes as you lift your back knee up. Let's just rock ourselves back and forth, getting a nice little stretch in our hips. And then dropping our back knee down. We're going to heel toe our foot now to the other side. And then once it reaches the left side, we're going to drop our right knee, going into a pigeon. And you might feel your right foot sliding back, and it's okay to do so. You lower your hips down, And then from here, you can walk your hands out in front of you, using to maybe make a pillow. As you rest your head and your chest down to come into a resting pigeon. Placing your hands back onto the mat. You can tuck your back toes as we lift our back knee up. Bring both our legs together. You can raise our hips back up to come back into our downward dog. Moving on to the other side, shifting your left foot forward, placing it between your hands as you drop your back knee. Raising your chest, head and hands up above your head to come into your low lunge, with the option just to lean slightly back into your back bend. Straightening yourself back up and place both hands back down onto the mat, heel toeing your foot to the left, bringing it outside of the mat, and shifting your back knee, either keeping it down or raising it up to come into your lizard, and just gently rocking back and forth. And dropping your back knee if it's raised, heel toeing your left foot to the right. You drop your left knee, and then making a pillow with your arms, you rest your head down to come into your pigeon. Pushing yourself back up onto your hands, bring your legs back together to come into a high plank, and then finally once more pushing up into your downward dog. And then from your down dog, walk your hands to the back of the mat, and we're going to come into a forward fold. You can have a slight bend in your knees, and you're going to let our whole upper body hang forward, getting a nice release in your lower backs. And you can even have the option to grab onto your elbows, just rocking your body from left to right in a ragdoll. And then releasing your elbows if you're holding on, keeping your chin tucked into your chest. You're going to slowly roll yourself up. Come to meet me in a standing position. And from here we're going to go into some balancing poses. So keeping your right leg grounded, you're going to start lifting your left foot up. You're going to place your left foot against your right ankle. And with your hands up to your chest, you have the option to stay here as your level 1 tree pose. Or if you're feeling confident with your balance, you can raise your left leg up slightly, bringing the heel just below your knee. And if you're still feeling quite stable, you can raise your foot all the way up with your toes just above your knee for your full standing tree. Focusing on the spots in front of you just to help with the balance. Remembering to breathe as we hold here for 2, 3, 4. Before gently placing your foot back down, and we can move on to the other side. So weight onto your left foot, placing the bottom of your right foot against your left ankle, hands to palms together up to your chest. Choosing to stay here, or you can raise your right foot up slightly below your knee. And if you're still feeling stable enough, raising it all the way up just above your knee. Holding for 2, 3, 4, and gently placing it back down. Then stepping your feet wider, just a little bit wider than your hips. You can sink your hips down, bending both your knees, keeping your back straight as we come into a yogi squat. Depending on how it might feel a little bit stiff, so you can use maybe a block or some sort of extra support just to sit on. And then placing your elbows against your knees, you're going to push them out just to feel a little bit of extra stretch. And then holding, you have the option to stay as is, or you can just rock your body from side to side. And then come into a seated position at the back of your mat. You're going to have your left leg extended out, and with your right leg bent, with your bottom of your right foot against your left thigh, we're going to take a breath in with our bodies facing towards our left foot, lengthening our spine up, and on your exhale, you're going to hinge forward, aiming to bring your chest towards your knee. You can bend your knee a little bit if it feels a bit too intense, and then with your hands reaching forward to grab onto your left foot. Releasing your foot as you straighten yourself back up. You're going to place your left hand onto your right knee, and with your right hand just behind you for support, taking a breath in to pull your shoulders back, opening your chest out, and then on your exhale, we're going to go into a twist, pulling our right shoulder back. And if your neck feels fine for it, you can turn it to gaze over your right shoulder. And then coming out of your twist, we can move on to the other side. So right foot extended out, left foot against your right thigh. Taking a breath in to prepare. And on your exhale, slowly folding forward, grabbing onto your right foot. Coming back up out of your fold, placing right hand onto left knee, left hand just behind you for support. Breathing in to prepare, and exhaling into your twist. Coming out of your twist, you can come meet me laying on your back. And you're going to keep your right leg extended out, and with your left leg still bent, you're going to grab onto your shins, hugging your knee into your chest. And then keeping a hold with your right hand, you're going to let your left hand fall to the side. And then you're going to pull your left leg over to the right, coming into a supine twist. Focusing on keeping your left shoulder grounded. And then once your leg has gone as far as it can, you can release it, laying your right hand to the side. And then bring your left leg back to center and swap over to the other side. So straightening your left leg, hugging your right knee into your chest, pulling it, giving it a nice little gentle squeeze. Releasing your right hand as you pull your leg over to the left before laying your left arm to the side. Bring your leg back up. You place your right foot down, bring your left leg next to your right leg. You're going to windscreen wipe our legs from side to side, so just knocking our legs from left to right, just to release any tension we might still be holding, we might be feeling in our lower backs. Before straightening both your legs out, laying your arms by your side, so you can meet me in your Shavasana. And here you can just relax, keep your eyes closed. Just take some nice even breaths, clearing your minds, just drifting away. And then bring your focus back to your breath. Taking a nice deep breath in through your nose. Feeling your lungs fill up and your chest rise. And then relax as you let it out through the mouth. Gently waking your body up, wiggling your fingers and toes. Shaking your head from left to right. Then keeping your eyes still closed, you can come meet me in a seated position. If you just take a moment just to reflect, soak up the practice, maybe take note of how we feel, and then give ourselves a little mental pat on the back, making time for ourselves and looking after ourselves. And then once you're ready, you can bring up both your palms together up to your chest. So we take a breath in, and on our exhale, we can bow to close our practice. I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope you found some benefits. Hopefully something you can incorporate into your daily lives and maybe into your daily practice. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to do. And I hope to see you again next time on the yoga mat.